Welcome to this special discussion on the future of growing file management in media and entertainment. Today we're diving into Mediaflux Real-Time, a groundbreaking solution that is transforming how media professionals collaborate across distributed sites in real time. Joining us today are Jason Lohrey, CTO of Arcitecta, and Alex Timbs, Business Development Manager, Media and Entertainment at Dell Technologies. Okay, Jason, let's talk about innovation. What makes this approach to managing growing files so revolutionary in media and entertainment?
Well, firstly, it's not just revolutionary in media and entertainment, but that's where it started. We were asked to solve a problem last year. At least 4 people came up to us and asked, could we transmit files around the globe in near real time? I had a look at some of the things that people were doing. They were monitoring files using SCP, bits of string and sticky tape, and they also might have used a bespoke system to transmit video around the globe. Those things are, well, either bits of string and sticky tape or a bespoke solution. What's revolutionary about what we've done is it's a generic file system that replicates itself around the globe, which means that you can transmit any file and any operation on that file in real time, every delete, every make node, every rename, every write to somewhere around the globe, and not only one point around the globe, in points around the globe. And I think it's the simplicity of being just a regular file system that makes this entirely unique.
So, Alex, how does Dell's infrastructure empower this kind of transformation?
Well, the underlying storage is as important as anything else. It forms the foundation of where the data is located, and you want resilient and performant storage to ensure that it's not letting down the data orchestration layer. So in this case, we're generally talking about PowerScale, and PowerScale has been proven in media and entertainment for a very long time. It is well known in the industry. We have about 16,000 deployments of PowerScale, or over 16,000 deployments globally of PowerScale across verticals, and there's over 2,000 plus in media and entertainment alone. And it has been there since inception. Media and entertainment has been one of the focus verticals. So it is field proven. We have it in a lot of locations. It's in 8 out of the 10 top broadcasters. It's in 8 out of the 10 top VFX studios. And in 2020 we won an Emmy. So we are very focused on media and entertainment and very, very proven in media and entertainment. So it is the perfect storage solution, I think, for these particular platforms that we're talking about here. Also wanted to mention that it'd be the scalability of the solution. It scales in a very linear fashion from 3 nodes all the way up to 252 nodes in a single cluster. And you can start at 30 terabytes and you can have hundreds of petabytes. You can even have large number, tens of petabytes in just a single node these days because of the drive sizes. So the scalability, flexibility, the proven dependability in the field, it's very modular, so you can buy only what you need when you need it and grow that in a very linear fashion, a little bit like Lego building blocks, which is very attractive to media companies that don't want to overcapitalize. You could deliver a very small high-performance flash solution to the edge, or you could create an immensely powerful and very deep core. So it gives you the flexibility and reliability that are required to, I think, deliver these solutions to customers.
We see PowerScale pretty much everywhere we're going, not only in media and entertainment, but in finance, pharma, research. It's a very well-proven platform.
Jason, what challenges do growing files present, and why is solving this so crucial to live production?
Yeah, transmitting a file in real time is not necessarily that easy. Traditionally, what people have done is to create point solutions for particular file formats. You might use video transmitting devices with codecs, hardware at each end and codec specific. Or, as I said earlier, you've got people looking at transmitting with bits of string and sticky tape with custom solutions. There's no generic solution. The reason we want to do this is that it's expensive to acquire content, for broadcasters to acquire content and then to get it to the people that need to work on it. So, a normal approach or a traditional approach would have been to bring your editors to the point of capture. So if you're running an event like the Olympics or a major sports event, you'll bring the editors on site with you. What's happening is we're capturing material. That material then is being broadcast out to air, and at the same time you've got people editing that content in the background, and that content is then played out later. It's very expensive to bring all of those people to the same location, and so what this is solving is the ability to acquire on one continent, stream in real time to where your editors are located, and they could be anywhere in the globe. They're editing their content, and then that content is being streamed back to the point of capture for broadcast, and that gives a lot of flexibility in terms of where you place people. And it's a much cheaper outcome, and actually we can deliver outcomes much more quickly.
I think it's a really good point, Jason. I remember one particular film during the last 5 years that was cancelled because of the logistics costs and the logistics of the human cost of moving all those people, housing all those people.
You got to fly them, you got to put them up. They've got expenses while they're away.
Yep.
They're away from their families, etc., and you may not be able to get the right people at the right time.
Not to mention the environmental benefits, I suppose, of not flying everyone everywhere.
That's right.
And how does this translate to better media workflows?
Well, I mean, media workflows are all about collaboration. It's about the connections between humans and making sure that they are as efficient as possible, that they are able to answer questions really efficiently. And in order to do that, they need to have the data that is required for them to do work, create a process, or to answer questions. And so I think real-time, what it fundamentally brings is that access to data when it's needed, wherever it's needed, as opposed to, as Jason alluded to before, these sort of proprietary solutions which focus on just one type of file or certain types of media or a specific user or a specific area of the file system tree and delivers that in a very sort of spot solution, so to be point-to-point stream of data using proprietary codecs or hardware devices. So what this does is it makes it universal. It means any data to any user anywhere in a secure way can be delivered successfully, streamed, worked on, collaborated on in near real time.
I thought it was interesting that you said collaboration with humans and requires people, but this also works where people have systems. So if we've got some compute resource on another continent, we're doing
transcode or something.
Yeah, or we need to surge somewhere else. We can go into the cloud, or we can go into that facility somewhere else. Very easy. You can just bring the world together. So it's both people and systems, I think, that are coming together.
Live productions generate petabytes of data. How does Dell ensure that storage remains scalable and secure?
So our entire architecture is built on being scalable in a linear fashion. So you can start small and you can grow to as big as you want. As I mentioned before, you can start with as little as 3 nodes to form a cluster, and that could be 30 terabytes. And you can grow that up to 252 in a single cluster and have tens and tens of petabytes. And
I was going to say there, Alex, actually, if you get to the 250 limit, we can help you join those clusters together into 512, 1024, and scale them out almost infinitely.
Yeah, you can have multiple storage pools, so different types of nodes. So you can have hybrid nodes, which include spinning disk, which offers better price density rewards there. You can have an all-flash tier, you can have archive tier, and these can all be under the one bucket to manage. So there's a reduced cost of ownership because you need only a part of a full-time employee's time to manage that successfully. And as Jason said, the advantage with their particular product is that it can stretch across all of that as well. So it's a single namespace to manage and to run, and you can start very small and very slow, and you can grow to very big and very fast, or the flip side of that, very slow and very big, or start very small and very fast. So it's the flexibility. Think about it like Lego bricks. You can grow in a very granular fashion, only adding what you need when you need it, and knowing that it's going to scale in a linear manner in terms of performance with the capacity.
I think there's a converse point here too. All of that really awesome storage that's been out there really hasn't to date been a way to connect those together. And this is the bit that we're adding, the missing bit that enables you to pace your PowerScale storage at many different points of presence, small to large, and for us to interconnect those so people can collaborate no matter where they are.
So what's next for media workflows in an era of data-driven collaboration?
From my perspective, I think technologies such as this are going to allow for more seamless collaboration. At the click of a button, you can start collaborating with someone at any point of the file system on any file. So I think there's going to be reduced friction there. I think we're going to continue to see increased use of AI. AI is democratizing content creation. It's giving access to the individual. The bar to entry of technology is so low now. It's really it's depreciated the cost of you getting access to that technology that's required to produce great content. So we're going to see a tsunami of content. We're also going to see more risk taking in creative endeavours. So people can create content so much easier now. They can ideate and iterate much faster because the cost of failure is much lower as a result of these technologies. So I expect to see more things being tested and tried that we wouldn't have otherwise seen because of the cost associated with failure. I also think that we're going to continue to see the adoption of vectors in databases for asset management, for data management, being able to report in high dimensional space and find relationships and more meaningful questions being able to be answered as a result of that will continue to be an important strategy, I think, for businesses moving forward. And obviously all the automation that goes with that.
The ideal location or place to be is where the world is really small and you can connect up the best people at any point in time. And I think we're on that continuum. We're making it easier for people, no matter where they are, to collaborate with others. We're never going to get over the problem of the speed of light. You can't do things absolutely instantaneously, but we can make it a lot easier in that you can be just a few hundred milliseconds behind and essentially real time with everybody else. And we really want to bring the data or the content to where the artist is or the people are. And I said machines as well, but people and machines, and make it easier for us to get the best people at the right point in time.
This has been a fascinating discussion on how Arcitecta and Dell are shaping the future of media production. If you want to transform your workflow and eliminate data bottlenecks, reach out and learn more about Arcitecta and Dell technologies.